Hello，Hello，打声招呼。Hi on，thanks for tuning in. This is Friday night. Switch up the AC. Live show that I do with Chantalle every Friday night. Oh, there she is. Hello, hi David. Hello.
Hi.
Hi Eric.
Let's wait for some people to come in.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
How's everyone doing? Hi Paul. Hi Janice. Hello Angeline. Thanks for
Hi,
tuning
hi,
in.
hi.
Thank you all for tuning in on a Friday night. We're glad to be doing this show again.
Hi, Dexter. Oh, I don't know if he's gonna comment on my hair.
Okay, so what are we gonna do? Oh wait, shall we wait for more people to come?
Okay.
So I think we can talk about what we're gonna do today first.
Okay, go ahead.
So what do we have planned for today? Tonight's meant to be a bit more discussion based, right? We want to talk about some real talk between me and Chantel. We'll be
About the
talking
media
about
industry, right?
the media industry, which is one that both of us are in right now. So we'll be answering some questions that we have for each other about the industry. And then, of course, we did an IG poll just now. What do you always want to see us do? And then a lot of you responded that you prefer us to sing. So we actually prepared both acting segments and singing segments, but we'll do the acting segment next week, next Friday, and we'll talk a bit more about it at the end of the live. I think before we start, right, I also want to use this chance to, since we have all your attention, to also talk about some causes that are they are worth talking about now. You know, like especially in Singapore, a lot of our cases now are from migrant workers. Right, so there are a lot of like donation sites that are calling for donations, be it cash or in other means. And if you guys can go and check them out, I had some on my story yesterday. You can go to giving.sg. That's a site that collates a lot of these fundraisers. And if you guys can just check that out while we're doing this live, I think it'll be really cool. I think the both of us would really appreciate, giving.sg. If you spend a few minutes of your time to go there and like just take a look, right? So, I mean, do you have anything else to add, Chantel?
What?
Do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, and for today, like we also prepared this and that thing. And I was just coming up with the questions, and I'm pretty excited for that because I think we'll get to know Aiden better
Should
after
we?
this series of
Are
questions.
we going to start with that first, or are we going to start with this more serious issues?
Let's start with that, lor.
Okay, sure. So I guess I'll go. She'll ask me the questions first, since she has already done this on her live before.
Yep.
So do you want to
Okay.
explain to them how it works?
Okay, so I will come up with two options, this or that. For example, sunset or sunrise, and Aiden will have to choose. It's pretty simple.
Okay.
Okay, let's begin.
Okay. Let's do it.
A lot of comments coming in. Okay. Question one.
Question one.
Good looks, but cannot act, or ugly but can act.
uh... This is a very sensitive question.
Consider. You have to consider if you are good looking, you can still be famous and you can still act.
I think I would go with uh, good looks but cannot act. You know why not? Because right nowadays right, a lot of the roles right, they literally require you to be like 一个木头. Most roles don't require you to like really like you see all of the Korean dramas right. Which of the male lead roles require that much acting? It's really just like 耍酷,耍帅, you know. So there are still a lot of roles that you can do, and I firmly believe right that acting is something that you gain by experience. 你演那个五年10年 right， 你是会演戏的。But the looks
我真的
right.
有看过，我真的有看过人家演10年、20年还不可以演。
No comments. I don't want to talk about this. Let's carry on. Next question.
Okay, next. Yeah, but I will choose the same as you. Okay, next. Honesty or other people's feeling?
Honestly,
You know why I chose this question? Because
why?
you are so honest and so direct. So I wonder which one you will choose.
Confirm honesty. Like honesty is something that's invaluable. Like other people's feelings, right? You need to tell them you need to be stronger. You need to deal with reality. You know.
I would definitely choose other people's feelings, you know.
You know, that's the thing, you know, if I have a real friend, I would prefer honesty. That's what my real friends are for, just like Chantalle. She'll tell me her honest feedback. You know? I don't need people to come up to me and be like, oh my god, Ayden, you're so good, blah 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 blah, when actually they don't think so.
Okay, what if it's like somebody you're not so close to? Somebody you're working with.
I think there's a difference between being honest and being sensitive. Yeah, like if there is like you're supposed to be sensitive like professionally, you'll not go up to someone that you don't know and just be like, okay, you suck. Yeah, but if say you're working with an actor or an actress who's unfamiliar with you, I still believe that he or she, if they think they know better, they should have they should feel comfortable coming forward to you and saying like, Ayden, I think that this scene you can do a bit better, and like or like why don't you try out doing this thing instead, because I feel like this would be a better interpretation. I would totally prefer that.
Okay, but as a person, you will also do that to somebody you're not close to.
I am if it depends on what my area of expertise is. Yeah. And whether they ask for it lah. Yeah.
Oh, somebody said, I think it's the tone and choice of words. Yeah, that's true
Yeah.
too.
Definitely.
But for me, right, I think I will really avoid. I won't do it unless like we become closer friends. And then I'll say,
this is why Chantal has more friends than me.
okay, next. Because you're so smart and you're so handsome. So would you prefer brains or looks?
Brains. For sure. Yeah. Looks are ephemeral, and like I see a lot of our audience right, they're responding that, oh, you can go for plastic surgery even if your face is not good. But looks is something that you can't help. Like the brains are the most important thing. Okay, you need to if you're smart enough to get things done, and most you can do something else.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, next. Bak chor mee or Hokkien mee?
Bak chor mee. Bak chor mee.
Okay, would you consider yourself confrontational or not?
I'm hyper confrontational, I feel. Like,
Actually,
okay,
you know, I already know the answer, but I just want to like.
she just wants to expose me in front of everyone because, like, okay, why am I hyper confrontational? Okay, it's not like I go to everyone and I just be like, oh my god, I want to argue with you, I want to fight with you. It's more of the fact that, like, if I work with you, right, then my confrontational is that I'm honest and I'm transparent and I want to tell you that, like, things can be better, right? And I'll be like, okay, I think we can do this thing a bit better, or like, why don't you consider it from this perspective, blah, 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 blah. I think I'll say these kind of things, and I wouldn't be afraid to say it because, like, I feel that, like, the people that I work with are all professionals, so they shouldn't feel like anything's being undermined just because, like, you're speaking your mind, yeah. So, yes, I am more confrontational than not, that's for sure.
Okay. Yeah, you're definitely not afraid to say. Museum or movie theater?
This one's a hard one. It depends on like what's in the museum and what kind of museum it is. But in general, I must say that I like watching movies a lot. And I enjoy watching movies because of the popcorn.
Sweet or salty?
Sweet! Who eats salty popcorn?
Edwin Go! He does that!
No, so yeah, I love eating popcorn, and for that reason alone, I'll go to the cinemas.
Okay, next. Introverted or extroverted?
Introverted, I think. I think that's the thing, you know, like if you like, I think I keep to myself, but like whenever it comes to if it's about work, right, then I'm not afraid to like be confrontational, which I think is like a trait that a lot of extroverts have. But I think that I'm an introvert. Like I'm okay with like sitting at home and just like noying and like just keeping to myself. Yeah.
Are you enjoying yourself now? This stay home thing.
I mean, I like to work at the same time, so I'm feeling a bit stifled. But I'm happy because I have all of you guys to keep me company on a Friday night.
Hi guys, ayo, their comments are so cute. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
they're
focus on
getting
you and their comments.
they're getting judged by me for eating salty popcorn. Yeah, you know, I
Okay,
studied in the States for 4 years and they only serve salty popcorn. Yeah. That's why like I try not to go to the cinemas back then because like it's so expensive and the popcorn sucks.
mm. What's in your cup? Somebody asked.
Water.
Hi Ada!
This is my slogan.
I can't read it because it's like the other way.
It says, beneath this grumpy exterior beats the heart of a dashing hero.
You're already dashing.
Right. I'm not feeling well, it's just that my nose is a bit itchy for some reason. Yeah. So don't worry
Oh,
about
okay.
me, all these people who are writing in.
Next.
Next.
Cats or dogs?
I'm a very practical person, so I would say cats because they are lower maintenance. Yeah, but I always dream of having either. I've never had a dog or never had a cat. Yeah.
Sun or snow?
Huh?
Sun or snow?
Snow. I'm more of a Frozen kind of guy, not really a Moana kind of guy.
Next. This one I'm excited to ask. Evil male lead or kind supporting role?
Evil male lead, for sure. If it's a lead and it's evil, right? That's like, you know, like Derek. Yeah, I think that there will be a lot of like opportunities to do very interesting things. Yeah.
That
So
was my
that's
answer as well.
evil male lead for sure.
Yeah. Next. Fierce director or a director who can't really help you, just very mild and easygoing. But the fierce one now is very, very fierce. Scold you all the time and the atmosphere is just very bad.
Wow. Honestly, I would probably go with the kind director. Yeah. Because I feel that the atmosphere on set is very important, and I don't like it when people are like, you are unruly, or you're being fierce for the sake of being fierce. Like that really like doesn't vibe well with me. Like we're all professionals, and like there are people with like different levels of experience. Like I'm not very experienced as an actor, but the worst thing that you can do for me, right, is to like shout at me for no reason, or like you scold me but you don't tell me the reason. Like that's even worse. And I think that this
Yeah.
causes a lot of like disharmony on set, and people will still work with you if like you have your street cred, but like it doesn't mean that the working experience is good. And I don't think anyone, no matter how experienced you are, how long you've been in the industry, right, nobody should be given given a free pass and be like, oh, you have to work with me just because I'm a veteran, you know. Like it is your job as a professional to make sure that everyone else on set feels comfortable with you. And if you can't do that, then I would rather not work with you. That's what I feel. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know if you agree with me on that.
Yeah. Next. Emma Watson or Anne Hathaway?
Oh, this is a tough one.
I
I like
love
both of them a
both
lot.
of them.
Yeah, I think that Anne Hathaway probably fits my aesthetic a bit more, but I do think that Emma Watson is prettier. Yeah.
Yang Mi or 迪丽热巴?
迪丽热巴. Yeah, 迪丽热巴. Yeah.
Somebody said Chantalle is so cute. Thank you.
She knows that already. Don't egg her on anymore.
English or Chinese dramas?
Chinese drama. Yeah. In
Same
case
as
you guys
me.
don't know, I really don't watch any. No, I watch Netflix of course, but I watch predominantly Chinese dramas from China. And recently, 爱没有距离.
So would you rather act in an English or Chinese drama?
I think I would rather act in a Chinese drama. Yeah, because like honestly, like the path to be an actor, right? There are some skills that are transferable between English and Chinese drama, but when it comes to like vocal voice training, right? This whole like 语言的掌控能力, this thing is unique to whichever language that you're focusing on. If you're trying to be a Chinese drama actor, then you better be focused on being a Chinese drama actor because like you do 2 or 3 dramas in Chinese drama, it doesn't mean that your speech will be better in an English drama. And like, I mean, I didn't go through professional training. I think most actors in Singapore don't go through professional training. So like for us to even say that like we are professional actors, like we're relying on many years of experience, and you just can't be half-hearted and do both at the same time. Yeah.
Hi, Zetong is here.
Hello, Zetong.
Last question, which is also related to 爱没有距离. But I'm sure you answered this question before, but I'm just curious because I didn't get the answer. Would you rather a partner who is way older or way younger?
Way older. Yeah. Because I respect the maturity that a lot of experience brings. And that's something that you always find in people who are a bit older. And for the same reason, I think majority of my friends are usually like above 30. Chantalle is one of my
Oh,
only few friends that are like less than 30.
I'm 25 this year. Actually, how old are you this year?
I'm turning 27 at the end of the year.
Mm. I I think like I will also choose somebody older because like we're so young, we're just 20 something. If it's way younger, it's gonna be like what, 13 years old, and that's just weird.
Okay, is it my turn now?
Yes.
Okay, so I also have a list of questions prepared for Chantalle. The very first question, very, very important question. Do you prefer the Powerpuff Girls or the Wings Club? Do you guys know Powerpuff Girls or the Wings Club, or is our audience too young to even know?
Okay, I really like both, but I'll have to go with Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, high five. Which Powerpuff Girl?
Na, 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 na.
Okay, wait. Three,
Which
two, one.
Powerpuff
3,
Girl?
2, 1.
Wait,
Let's say
wait,
which. Okay,
wait.
3.
Okay, which one
You
I
know,
like, right? Not the
yeah.
one I
Which one?
identify with, right?
Yeah, which is your favorite? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Bubbles.
Blossom.
Blossom. It has to be Bubbles. Oh my god, Ben Tan is
Why?
here. Yes, Bubbles. High five, Bubbles.
I feel so sad for Buttercup.
Okay, Buttercup is probably, if I had to choose one that I identify the most with, it's probably Buttercup.
I think that's what most guys would choose. But I really like Blossom because she's the leader, and I think she's a lot smarter than Bubbles. You know, Bubbles is like the
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like I think probably a lot of guys find Bubbles cuter. Yeah, Blossom is like the leader who tries to lead but doesn't really lead. You know. Okay, second question.
Oh my God, and also because I like the color red. I think that's why.
Oh, I'm much more of a blue kind of guy.
Okay, next.
Chantal owns 2 dogs, by the way. Their names are Pretty and Handsome, right?
Don't ask me which one I love more.
Okay.
One is Pretty, one is Dasher.
Oh, Dasher. Do you prefer a Shiba Inu or a Corgi?
A Corgi.
Oh, thank God. We almost couldn't be friends anymore. Like, I have this thing against Shiba Inus. I just think that they are like a very like low IQ kind of dog.
Wait, you think the Corgi is smart?
I mean, the Corgis not as I mean, the Corgis that I come across are a lot more amicable than the Shiba Inus. It's so funny, like everyone else is like answering our questions by themselves. And clearly the Corgi has a lot more fans than the Shiba Inu. Yes.
I think because the Corgi is just cuter.
Yeah, I think so. Okay,
With
then
the short legs and bubble butt.
I have another question about dogs. Do you prefer a Chow Chow or a Great Dane?
A Great Dane. You know why? Because the Chow
Why?
Chow is not so practical. 会掉很多毛.
Oh, that's true. But a Great Dane eats so much food.
Just like me.
Okay, you know what?
Very
If you see,
troublesome one leh. All this like 那个毛
pedigree
很
dogs.
长的.
Okay, next question. Now it's a cat question. Do you prefer exotic short hair or ragdoll? Okay, this is another one of those like our friendship is at risk.
You know why? Because I'm okay with cats. They're all the same to me. Because I'm a dog person.
Oh my god, she's
Because
like
I love big
blasphemous.
cats and everything. But I guess like maybe
There is only one right answer. It has to be.
the short hair one, I guess.
Yes! Okay, the exotic short hair, right? Okay, it's flat face, you know, it has some issues because it's a pedigree cat, but it's like my hands down my favorite cat. It's very, very cute. So yeah, that's the correct answer. Okay, next question about, we're going to the food section. Do you prefer celery or beetroot? Should I just like add coriander into the fray?
You know, I actually don't mind beetroot juice.
But what about like
Especially if they put the suan mei inside. But you know, I also don't mind celery if it's in soup. I think I would choose celery because
Okay.
it's high in fiber and once you cook it well, there won't really be a taste anymore.
Yeah, well, I don't like both of them.
Giving me all these very difficult questions.
Would you prefer eating a plate of chicken feet or chicken butt? 鸡屁股 or 鸡脚?
Ew, I really cannot take it. My best friend loves 鸡屁股 eh. I've never tried 鸡屁股 in my life. 鸡脚, I guess, because I've tried it. But
Okay.
I try to avoid chicken, you know. It's just, you know, chicken.
Okay, I mean, I eat a lot of chicken, so I don't know. The next question is also very sensitive. Would you prefer snake meat or rabbit meat?
No! Never. You know, why are you asking a vegetarian for 10 years this question? I will never ever eat either. Eh.
Okay, let's
But
move on.
if I really have to choose, I think I will choose like snake
snake.
meat. Yeah. So put
Okay, let's move on to non-food question. Would you prefer Winnie the Pooh or Mickey Mouse?
Huh?
Winnie the Pooh or Mickey Mouse?
Is Winnie the Pooh from Disney?
Is it? No, I don't think
I
so.
don't know, right? I prefer Winnie the Pooh.
Because it's fat.
I don't know because I don't really remember Mickey Mouse growing up except for like the where they are at the what Disneyland.
Okay, never mind. Actually, I don't know which
So
one
you
I
prefer
prefer
Mickey
either.
Mouse? No, you
No,
know
I
why?
probably-
Because I remember reading like the Winnie the Pooh books, and I know they're all about friendship and
Yeah.
they teach you some values, and I kind of like that. But Mickey Mouse, I don't really remember anything.
Fantasia?
And I think Winnie the Pooh is cuter.
Yeah, I think I probably prefer Piglet, but
Oh yeah.
you know, I have here the same question, right, that you had for me, which is like, do you prefer to be ugly or stupid? And I think this is a
Ugly?
question, right? This is one of my pet peeves. I've heard this question asked to girls so often. I don't know why. I think it's like a sexist thing, you know. They think that girls want to be like 爱美丽, blah 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 blah. And I get very annoyed, right? If a girl answers with like they prefer to be wait, I should tell you this one. You can answer the question first. I mean you answered it just now, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, just like you prefer to be it's the same, it's a reverse question, right? Do you prefer to be good looking or smart? If you had to choose one.
Wait, how ugly? How stupid?
I mean,
My
okay,
friends,
so then you can answer the question that you asked me. Would you prefer to be good looking or you prefer to be smart? Prefer to have the looks or have the brains?
what did you answer just now? Brains,
Obviously I
right?
said the brains, right?
You know why? Like, I need to know what kind of stupid, what kind of smart. If I'm like super book smart, I don't think there's a need for it. But if you say like high EQ, then I will definitely choose that over looks.
Hmm. No, I mean you can interpret it either way. Yeah, I mean, I think something that just annoys me, right, is that in this day and age, right, like even 2019, I've heard some of our local celebrities say that they prefer to be dumb over they prefer to be dumb and have good looks as opposed to ugly with good brains. Like this is not 20 years ago when women are judged purely by how they look, you know, like. I'm very surprised that people will still give this kind of answers where they're like, oh yeah, I prefer to be a 笨女人 who is pretty. Like,
No, I
why?
definitely do not want to be a 笨女人, but you know, like I have friends who are really very smart, too smart, and I don't think that they're happy people. But if you tell me like I'm the like a bit more blur, a bit more 提供kia, then I think I would prefer that over being like very, very smart but unhappy. You know, I don't know why I associate like great intelligence with unhappiness. Yeah.
I don't know.
This is getting so deep. Some smart people, they are too smart and they're just like they,
Yeah,
they don't know what's the purpose of life.
I know a lot of people who are like that.
Yeah, you see, because they are from RJ.
It's like judging my school. It's like low key judging my school.
Yeah, but if you okay, generally if you ask me to choose, I think like at this point in my life, I will choose to be smart.
Okay.
If I need to choose between being smart and being beautiful. Yeah, but if you ask me to choose between like being smart and being happy, I will definitely choose being happy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think being smart is just a means to be happy, you know? Because like a lot of things in
No.
life. Yeah. Okay, wait. I think like we need to. I have one very last question before we end this segment.
Mhm.
I think our viewers are getting slightly bored and uh, do you prefer 小娘儿 or 荷兰村?
I prefer 小娘惹.
Because your mom was in it.
No, I just remember really enjoying that drama.
Oh, well,
I
me
think
too.
the story is very good and it's very different. And also because my mom's in it.
Yeah, honestly, like that year, right? I was so impressed by your mom. I was like, wow, this Lin Mei Jiao, she's so good at acting. Eh. Like that was the most intense villain role that I've seen someone do on Channel
Yeah, it
8.
was so crazy. I remember being so angry at her. Because we will watch the drama together and I will be crying because she's so evil and I will turn around and 为什么这样?
Okay, well, so that was today's this and that. Let's go into a bit more of the serious topics here.
Mm.
So
I'm excited for them.
yeah,
I
both of
ask
us
you first?
yeah, you go ahead. You go and ask.
Yeah. Tell them what we're gonna do.
So today, we're gonna be discussing some slightly more serious topics about the media industry, just because we want our IG lives to be also slightly more substantial and insightful, and we hope that based off of some of our experiences, you can learn a bit more about the industry if that's something that interests you lah. We do quite a lot of DMs directly to our inbox, like asking us about like our experience. Why, like for me, like why I decided to convert to doing this from my previous job, and then for Chantalle, she really just dived deep into this right after she graduated. So like it's a major life decision, and we're hoping that sharing some of our experiences would be beneficial to some of you.
Yeah, and I think a lot of our followers, they're also very interested about the media industry. So one thing we gotta promise each other now, okay? We're gonna be very truthful,
Yeah.
okay, with
Well, you
our
can expect
answer.
that from me. Confrontational hashtag.
Okay, let me ask you the first one. Do you think that you can truly be friends with your competitors?
Your competitors, right, are a state of mind. This one you have to believe. You know, it's something that is created by the industry. The local press will like pitch you against someone else. Your company, in this case, like our agency, MediaCorp, right? I mean, it's all about like branding, right? They'll be like you remember our 七公主, seven princesses, or like the 八公子.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to hear your answer. You know, because Aiden, he's always very insightful and he gives really honest answers. So, okay, go on, please.
You know, so you have your 七公主, your 八公子. Like, are these people friends? Yeah, some of them 私底下他们是真的是朋友. But like, do you think that they ask to be like, oh my god, we're gonna be each other's enemies, right? But this whole thing, right, is a construct. It's all about branding and positioning. So like, you just want to like group all these people together so that they become competitors. But whether or not you see them as a competitor, right, that's how easily you are when it comes to being brainwashed by by all these things that other people decide for you. Which then that's up to you, like, whether you want to accept it or not. Yeah.
So your answer is yes, you can be friends with your competitors.
Yeah, if you're friends, you're friends, and if you're not, then like like I'm a guy and Chantalle's a girl, right? So, but are we still competitors? Yes, we're both young actors in this industry, right? There's a difference between like who has more following, who has more whatever. But so yes, we are competitors, but less so because I'm a guy, she's a girl. But yes, we're still competitors. But are we friends? We're also friends. So it's really about like whether or not you want to like band together. And of course, like in the industry, there are people who are truly like 真的是好姐妹. You have your close friends who are also in the industry. You have your like, you know, Ying Ying and Bonnie, they are very close. You know, they are real friends. Like I don't doubt for a single second that 他们不是真的朋友. Right?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, my turn. I have to. How about let's dissect the terms 网红 and 艺人. Like this is something that annoys me, to be honest. Like that. Like honest, this is coming from someone who is signed to an agency like MediaCorp, right? Because we are a traditional like TV station, so automatically, right? It almost seems like you sign the dotted line on the contract, then you have graduated from whatever status that you were, right, to become an 艺人, regardless of what experience that you have, right? Like that to me is very bizarre, as opposed to like, okay, 他是一个网红, despite the fact that maybe that person has like had 5 years of experience like doing YouTube, right? What makes you more of a like 艺人 as opposed to him or her, right? That's something that I don't really see, and like, what do you think about that?
So your question is what's your question?
It's more of a discussion, like dissecting how you interpret 网红 and 艺人. Do you see that there's a difference between the two, and is there really a need for this to be distinguished? You know.
Okay, so like I think we need to give a little bit of background. I think that within this media industry, there's a lot of like between the 网红 and the 艺人, right? A lot of people think like we are different. Correct.
Yeah.
Some may think that, oh, as an 艺人, you are of a higher social status than an influencer. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like how people perceive this like actresses and actors versus influencers. My take on this, right, is I don't really differentiate these two, but I differentiate between like the people with real ability and people who don't. I feel like if you're an influencer, but you're somebody with 内涵, you really have something to offer. I will respect you as much as an actor who is able to act very well. But if you're an influencer who is just posting nice photos of your ass and your boobs and just like sexualizing yourself, I will respect you the same as an actress who is doing the same. Or like an actress just 混过去而已. I just want to act like 很可爱的角色，因为我觉得这样子我会红，我演的好不好不用紧，我每一部演一样也不用紧. Then I think like yeah, that's I won't be able to really respect somebody like that.
Yeah, I think
You?
it's like what you said, right? It's basically what I think. You know, like all these terms of like Wang Hong versus Yiren, blah blah blah. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like nowadays, right? Like all the platforms are kind of the same. Whether you do IG, whether you do TV, blah blah blah. It's putting yourself out there on a specific platform, right? Like at the end of the day, it's really about like, do you have the talent? Do you have the hard work? Do you have the talent and the hard work to put out content that people actually want to see and want to watch? And that has got nothing to do with whether you're Wang Hong or Yiren, you know.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think ultimately brands and I mean like followers online, you'll also be able to see if this is an influencer that has something to offer and if this is an actress or an actor who has something to offer. And I think that will make a difference too when brands approach them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my take. Okay, next question. Wow, this is so intense. I love it. You know, sometimes it's nice to just sit down and like have a real talk.
Yeah. Okay, so
That's the name for our session today. Hashtag real talk.
yeah, today we're doing a bit more real talk, and bear with us. Like it's something that we just feel like it's important to switch it up and like talk about things that are a bit more substantial, you know. But we promise you that we'll give you a performance later.
Okay, next question. What do you think about people with differing personalities in real life and online? I'm talking about influencers and people who are famous.
I think that it's not fair for us to judge, to be honest, because to a lot of influencers, this is their job, right? There are some of them who rely on this as a full-time job and they get their income primarily from this source. And if a specific persona works for them, it's the same as like so-called regular people putting on a pretense when they're at work to like 讨好他们的 boss, or like, you know, the job requires you to be a certain way, to act in a certain way, and you would do it because it's your job. And then if an influencer's job is to make sure that they are likable, they have a likable online persona, then that's their prerogative because it's their job. And I think that's something we have to respect because it is, whether you like influencers or not, it is a profession and that's what they are relying on to get income.
And then what if you're unable to accept this person's persona online, but you're friends with that person? Will it change the way you view the friendship?
I think it depends on whether you are able to like segment it and be like, okay, this is a job, this is their job, and just let him or her do whatever he wants. Versus like, okay, and this is the person that I am dealing with like face to face lah. But of course, like for me, I prefer people who are real and transparent and authentic, and like this requires not having to have a pretense wherever they are, you know. And so I look out for this type of people, but not everyone does the same. So like for me, I will not judge them. But if I had a choice of like whether or not I would surround myself, my core group of friends with people, then I would prefer people who are more authentic lah. Yeah. Okay. If you had to destroy one clip from your past, what would it be? I know. I feel like you've been acting for quite a few years already, right? Like, and are there any things that like you're just particularly that you just regret? Like, why did I ever do that? Like,
you know, like now when I watch my old drama, sometimes I will cringe. I'll be like, oh, I didn't do that, you know? But I think it's like all these cringe-worthy moments that brought me here. But if I really have to remove a clip, nothing in particular, but I think when I was younger, oh my God, this is really real talk. I think when I was younger, I didn't know that I okay, so if you were to pair me up with somebody, or if you were to put me in a group with people, I will feel obligated to become friends with them, and I will feel obligated to show like I'm very close to this group of people. And so, if I can remove one clip, I would choose to remove the clips where I'm acting like we're all a group of friends and we are closer than what it really is.
So it's not about the acting part, it's more about the relationship, the actual relationship part.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think like sometimes you just need to grow in this industry as well. It took me a while to realize that I don't have to be like that, you know? It's okay if we are just acting together but we are not so close. Yeah, in the
That's
past I'll feel like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, oh, we are like, oh, a group of people, you know, and for me, I like to feel like everybody's included, and sometimes I will put myself in a position where I'm acting a lot more welcoming than I actually feel. Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys must know that Chantal is a very nice person. So like I feel that like it's it's very I guess like it's a very powerful thing coming from her that like she's like okay like she doesn't need to like act in a certain way, and I think it's even stranger that coming from someone like me, right, who I feel like I really don't really care much about things, right, but when I first entered the industry, right, I also had the same feeling. like I
Yeah.
had people who are older and more experienced in the industry telling me that oh, you need to like try and fit in, you need to try and like find your own friends and blah blah blah. I mean, our friends are definitely important, but like it's more about like trying to force yourself to fit into a group of like a friend group that you might not necessarily belong to. Like that's something that I also had to remind myself that like it's fine not to have these kind of things. You don't have to
Mm,
force fit it if it's not meant to be. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
One more question for each other. I think, and then we can wrap up this segment and like do some other stuff. I think like it's like very intense. It's getting more and more intense.
Okay, the last one. My last question for you. What do you think about TikTok? Because I noticed that you're not on TikTok.
Okay. So I'm not on TikTok because like I feel that it's like I'm still trying to find how I can possibly make it work. Like I I'm not a very dynamic person, you know. Like I feel like I'm the like same hand, same leg kind of guy. So, it's not. I'm still trying to find a way for me to like do it and still be me at the same time. If today you're gonna ask me to do something that's like, say like do a dance challenge or do some other random like movement challenge, like it's just not me. Like, and I don't want to put out stuff on any platforms, right? That is not me, or like force myself to do it just because everyone else is doing it. And like I really want to tell like everyone who's watching this, like if you feel pressured just because everyone else is doing it, you don't have to do it. Yeah, of course, if you're very bored and you have nothing to do and you want to do it as like, oh, you want to challenge yourself, you want to like experience what it's like, then by all means. But you shouldn't be pressured to do it just because everyone else is doing it. Yeah, and that's the reason why I haven't done it yet, lah. Like it's not that I'm opposed to it. If I could, I think I would, I want to give it a try. I'm just trying to figure out something that works for me and can still be my identity. Yeah.
Mm. I'm also trying to think about something, yeah, because
What
I
about
don't
you?
personally like to dance. I don't
So
personally like to dance.
Chanel has TikTok, but she doesn't do it much.
Yeah, the reason why I started it was because I had to do it for a campaign. That's how it kickstart. Um, I mean that's how I started lah, but I don't know, I'm not a fan of dance. I can't really dance, and I find some of the videos on TikTok very cringy. And so I hope I will not become like that. And yeah, so same as you, I'm trying to find something. Yeah, just trying to explore.
So to the 800 of you who are watching this right now, like if you have any ideas for either of us that you think would be suitable for our identity, right? Why don't you guys drop us a DM, or leave a
Yeah.
comment on one of our recent posts, and we can think about it. Like it's something that like we are also struggling with. It's not that like we are opposed to it. Like we don't hate TikTok. We want to do it. It's just that we don't. So far, the content that we've been seeing, especially those that like maybe other artists or like KOLs are putting out, right? It's just not something that like we vibe very well with. Yeah, so we want to do it, but we're trying to find our footing. And then if you guys have any ideas for us, do let us know.
Oh, somebody said drama on TikTok.
Maybe. Like yeah. Let's consider that. We were actually trying to do something before this whole situation got worse. But we're hoping that if the situation gets better, then we can definitely put something together. Okay. I have one last question for you. What is one pet peeve you absolutely hate hearing from people in the industry?
Hearing from people.
Yeah, you know, like all these like 年轻的艺人 your friends or like people who you meet who are new actors, new influencers, and maybe it's like an excuse that you absolutely hate. Like you hear them say, and you're just like, that's not the right mindset. I don't know why you're saying this.
Yeah, okay, there's no particular phrase that I can think of right now, but I really hate it when people have the mindset like everything will be all right eventually, or like somehow my career will just take off. I just need to wait and wait. And sometimes they're like waiting for many, many years already. And I just I just I just wish that people can be more. I don't know how to put it. I don't know if my friends are watching this, but I just hope like you can find opportunities for yourself. I feel that this generation, right, for us around like 20s, I think like 我们要自己去找机会，不要一直等机会。I think you will definitely agree with me. Actually, like that's why I really admire Aiden because he is somebody like that. 他会自己 put himself out there, and it's it it is way beyond my expectations. You know, for my friends around my age, artists, I will just feel like, hey, you gotta like do more, blah blah blah. But you come in and you're like, my expectation is here, and you're like,
She's just now praising me.
no, I'm telling you the truth. I think that everybody should learn a thing or two from you, and I also like to surround myself with people who will motivate me and like inspire me. And I think you're really somebody like that.
Yeah, but I mean, I totally agree with what you say. It's like, yeah, that really annoys me. Like if when people like expect things to fall into their lap and they just don't want to work for it, lah. Yeah, like
No, for me, it's like, okay, I'm gonna work for it, but please lah, just something drop on my lap, please. Like sometimes you need luck and you need your own hard work, man.
you know luck definitely plays a part in this industry, but you know beneath all that 光鲜亮丽的表面, which you guys think that like being an actor, being an 艺人, being a 网红, whatever, right? All these things, it's very like glamorous and whatnot. But I'm telling you, it's not. Yeah, like we also have to go and hustle by ourselves. We have to like go and find jobs by ourselves to do. It's not just like, oh, 你长得好看 and then you're just like all the things will just line up for you. It doesn't work that way. And like you will see what we do on screen. You'll see like the videos that we put up, the drama productions that we do, but beneath it, right, that kind of like whether you can succeed or not, you have to be your one-man team. You have to go and do your own business development. You have to go and do your own pitching. You have to go and do your own networking. It's not as simple as it sounds, as it looks like, oh, you're just a face. Like, we wish it was that simple, but it's not.
Yeah, so my friend Kimberly, she said, luck comes to those who are ready, and I think it's true. Sometimes you can get really lucky, you know, you can get like the best role, but if you're not ready for it and you don't want to put in the effort, right? Yeah, maybe you'll be famous for a while, but I think you will drop very soon.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed our rant. So 现在我们有最后10分钟的时间, so we have the last 10 minutes. We are going to go into our 点歌环节. It's quite difficult for us to do a duet over IG Live, but we're gonna go one by one. So, for all of you that are watching right now, like feel free to 开始点歌. We'll look at the comments and then we'll sing a song from there. Yeah, we have like a lot of you guys left. Like, sorry.
没有，我在问他们有没有什么想要点歌的。
Let's see. 哎呀，不要，我不要再唱浪费了，我不想再浪费了。来，我们只剩下10分钟的时间，所以大家手指要快，然后告诉我们你们想听什么样的歌。梁静茹的《勇气》。
Somebody says, "Oh, okay, I know that. I can sing a small part."
来，我们
勇气。爱真的需要勇气来面对流言蜚语，只要你一个眼神肯定，我的爱就有意义。我们都需要勇气去相信会在一起。人潮拥挤，我能感觉你放在我手心里，你的真心。Yay! Wow, I'm so glad I remembered the lyrics.
我肯定是要找歌词了 ，cannot remember any lyrics at all.
Somebody said 想见你. Do you know how to sing that?
Let me take out the music. I see whether I can. Let me see if I can. 噔。哇， it's very high 啊！回忆前几个世纪，只是刻骨铭心。若能回到冰河时期，多把你抱进那距离，你的笑多疗愈，让人生也苏醒。失去你的风景，像座废墟，像失落文明。否一场奇迹，一线生机，能不能又再一次相遇？哇，真派！想见你，只想见你，未来过去，我只想见你。穿越了千个万个世界千里，人海里相依。Okay, no more. It's like 这真假音换插之间，
唱得很好听。
哇，他们每次都是这种袭击式的。Just giving us songs that we cannot sing。我们还剩下几分钟的时间，快点点歌，然后我们能够唱多少就唱多少。哇，屋顶，在屋顶唱着你的歌，
在屋顶和我爱的人。
最远。
这一份email, I can't remember, man. Just now somebody said 说散就散. Is that the 说不上爱别说谎 Is it?
Yup.
就一点喜欢，说不上爱别纠缠，就一点感恩，就像是快乐。Okay, I don't know already. Sorry.
我们觉得我们很烂耶，看歌词。
我们的经理人讲看歌词吧。
OK， 我们这边有什么歌吗？哦，听见下雨的声音，听见下雨的声音。You want to sing that？ 哦，记得，有信记得，我们斯诺话子星记得。
OK。谁还记得是谁先说永远的爱我？以前的一句话是我们以后的伤口，过了太久没人记得当初那些温柔。我和你手牵手，说要一起走到最后。I started the key too high. 是我 我感觉良好哦，然后唱到很高。
诶，有一种悲伤是可以挑战的。
OK，
有
来
一种悲伤，
，Aiden，
来找一下
快。
歌词。我不羡慕太阳，照不亮你过往，有些黑暗，我们都一样。我太嫉妒时光，能离开的那方，不用开口，也就无需躲藏。有一种悲伤，是你的名字停留在我的过往，陪伴我呼吸，决定我微笑模样，无法遗忘。OK，no more。
It's so nice. Should continue. Okay. So how do you want to sing more songs?
我觉得我们
Still got a lot.
we got time for one more each, I think. Then we should wrap up. Yeah. 所以我
Okay.
们最后一个人点一首歌，想听宣婷唱什么歌？快点，现在。Love yourself, Justin Bieber.
Ooh.
You're beautiful. I can't tell whether她是点歌还是什么。
青花瓷怎么唱？
青花瓷有点难唱。
关怀方式。
哇，天亮了，你会唱天亮了吗？
我看到爸爸妈妈。你是哪one？
对，就是那个。
天亮了。I don't know but you can sing, please. Sounds like something you.
千里之外，我送你离开天涯之外。
Hi, Gerald.
Hello, Gerald.
Okay, I can sing 下一个天亮。I don't know how to sing 天亮 but I know 下一个天亮。
当下一个这首歌啊。
Yes.
OK， 来。
下一个天亮，去上次牵手赏花那里散步好吗？有些记忆学会自己融化，你的肩膀是我豁达的天堂。等下一个天亮，把偷拍我看海的照片送我好吗？我喜欢我飞舞的头发和飘着雨还是眺望的眼光。Okay, Aiden, one last song for you.
One last song.
Chantalle is here.
Who?
My friend, we will always sing the singing app now. The what? The karaoke thing. Yeah.
全民 K 歌。哦，我们没有时间了，只剩下2分钟的时间。Cause I think we need to wrap it up.
Okay.
So
no last song from Aiden. Okay, we can sing next week. Okay, do a wrap up.
Okay， 没有歌了。Okay, so we definitely want to thank everyone for tuning in again and spending your Friday evening with us. Friday 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. We're very happy that all of you are decided to join us again. We're very excited to bring you content every single week. So if there's anything that you want to see, right, do drop us a DM and we're trying to accommodate it. Next week we have something really cool for you. We're going to be doing voiceover. It's like a voiceover challenge. We're going to practice one whole week for it. So do look out for it. And then of course,
I'm gonna be 蜡笔小新.
Yeah, she's gonna be 蜡笔小新. I don't know what it should be. Maybe like Doraemon or something. We still want to shout out once again. You know, like this is a very tough period for everyone. Do stay home and stay safe. Try and oblige with like all the rules that the government has rolled out, and then like we want to be safe and be united and get through this together.
And do remember to catch Ben Tan's live video
Yes.
at 11 p.m.
Yeah, so right after this.
Yes. As well as our live sessions next week. Carrie will be joining me next Wednesday from 10 to 11 p.m. And you guys can keep your questions coming in and I will ask Carrie Wong on Wednesday.
I haven't
And
decided
Aiden,
who to
for
ask.
you?
I haven't decided who I'll be
Okay.
inviting, but you guys can let me know too, and I'll see what I can master. Just, I don't know, keep telling me like Ling Li, Ling Li, Ling Li. Hopefully Jessica will say yes.
Yay! Okay, so stay safe, guys. We love you. Stay home, don't go out. Stay healthy.
Thank you all. And
Bye-bye.
remember, right after this, you can tune in to Ben Tan's live.
Yes.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. I'm just gonna do this until you end.